I've got a few new art supplies to unbox today, some affordable watercolor sets, a few Temu finds, and one I just couldn't wait to open, the Faber Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. I'll show you what came in, and then we'll swatch the pencils to see how they perform, with Charlie keeping an eye on everything, of course. Let's get started. Today I have a little bit of an art haul, and I've never bought on Temu before, and I really didn't want to, but there was something that I wanted, and it was on Amazon, and on Temu it was, I don't know, maybe $4 or something crazy. And I also wanted to try some of the cheaper watercolor paper. We're gonna open this bag first. This came from Temu, and I'm not sure how, but I end up getting a set of brushes free. So these were the brushes I got free. And as you can hear, Charlie is here. We will try those after. And I ordered a dagger brush, which when I felt this, I thought, oh no, is it plastic? But it isn't, it's a wooden handle. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, this is the thing that I'm kind of excited to try. Right here. And, oh, there you go. So you can fill it up with tiny bits of watercolor, and they give you a little book. We'll open that after. And brushes, water brushes, but you clip this to the book. I thought that was really cute, and I'm going to actually probably order the one on Amazon too, just to compare them to see if they're the same, even though it's 4 or 5 times the amount of money. Okay, set that there. What else did we have? Oh, I ordered some artist tape, which looks like masking tape, and it's not very big rolls. So for the price I paid for it, I probably could have got a whole full roll of masking tape, but we'll see. Maybe it's a little better. And the last thing is paper. This said, I believe 100% cotton. I'm not seeing that marked. Oh yes, it does. It says cotton right up here. 100%, yes, okay, good. So we're gonna test that out. And I only spent, oh my goodness, I don't know, maybe $12. And because I was a new buyer, I didn't have a limit where I could check out and it was free shipping. But now, of course, if you want to buy something, you have to spend $35, which I'm not going to do. Let's just see. Okay, Charlie, watch out, baby. Watch out. All right, let's see what's in this box. This is exciting. So the first thing I got were the Winsor & Newton gouache. I'm guessing student grade because it's not the designer gouache, which I do own. So I'm going to compare this with the designer gouache. That'll be a later video. And I got a cheap Aquafine watercolor set by Dale Rowney. Okay, Charlie, I'm sorry. And it's called a little travel set, and it was very, very inexpensive. I want to say under $20. And they also have these at Michael's because I saw them, and you could probably even get it cheaper with a coupon. So we're going to test that out for beginners. And this one really piqued my interest. So these are the Derwent watercolor paint sets. Now, I have other Derwent products that I really like the Derwent Lightfast pencil crayons and the Derwent ink tints, which are beautiful. So these aren't the ink tints pan sets. These are just normal watercolor, and it says expertly developed for a consistently ultra smooth finish. And it has a little thing here that says prevents uneven results. So I'm really interested to see how that works. And that'll be another video testing these out. And I went back to my childhood. I used these from the time I could hold a brush. I'm going to see if I can paint a painting with those. Oh, it came with a cute little brush. Look at that. I get so excited with new stuff. That actually doesn't even look like that bad of a brush. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be a video. And here is what I'm really excited about. So these are the Faber Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. Now I have the Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. So I'm always looking for something that if I'm having a rough day or I'm in a lot of pain, that maybe I can sit in my chair or even lay in bed and sketch and maybe take a water brush with me and do some stuff in my sketchbook or something like that. I got the 36 set, and these were fairly expensive, so I didn't go overboard. I don't like to buy big, huge sets of something I may not even like or ever use. We're gonna test those. In fact, we'll swatch these today just to see how they are. And then one last thing I got was the Canson XL Fluid Mixed Media. And I bought it because it's smoother than cold pressed watercolor paper. I mean, I could use hot pressed watercolor paper, but this was actually 154 pound, which I thought, gee, that might be nice even for my little still lives and stuff that I like to do. So I'm going to try this out. And in fact, I think we're going to use this to swatch the watercolor pencils. Oh, look at these. Wow, some nice colors. And there's a little brochure. I haven't used watercolor pencils a whole lot. I'm not really great with them. I'm learning. We can learn together. Oh, they do. They have the light fast stars right on the pencil, which I love. I love the smell of new pencils. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I do. I don't know if anybody else out there is the same way. So let's start with 102. And I like to write down the numbers because that is what I need. The lead is, I'm not pressing very hard. The lead is nice and creamy. In fact, why don't I just do some swatches first? And that is one thing I did know. I know I needed smoother paper. My brain's not functioning real great yet. Sometimes in the morning it takes me a while. Try to lay it on its side. Get a little more, oh yeah. So if you can lay it on its side, you get much more pigment. Ooh, that's beautiful. What is this? This is dark chrome yellow, 109. Am I doing the same one again? No, I'm not, but it looks so similar. Maybe a little cooler. Okay, 111. Here, 115. Oh, that's a nice color. $2.19. Being such a good boy. Yeah, I think I like the side better. And I'm sure if you wanted to do a big area, the side would be much more efficient. What is this? Middle cadmium red. Oh, that's quite muted, actually. And then we have dark red, 225. Rose carmine, 121. So middle purple pink. Magenta, 133. These are pretty similar and these are pretty similar, but you can definitely see this is warmer, that's cooler. This is warmer, that's cooler. So I can definitely see a shift, which is nice. Indigo, is this indigo? Yes, it is, dark indigo, 157. Oh, and this is the helio blue reddish. This is the one that I picked up at first. Oh, that's nice. Oh, really nice. Okay, so 151, did I say? I did, 151. Then we have 120. Oh, this is ultramarine. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, don't press too hard, you'll lose your tip. I'm just really trying to get some pigment on there. And I might be pressing too hard, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. So this is ultramarine light. Oh, that's pretty. Angling, oh yeah, I'm angling it up a little too much. Charlie's gonna be full of little pieces. She'll take them all through the studio. Okay, let's go back to using the tip and see if that leaves lines. Oh, this is Phthalo Blue 110. Phthalo Blue is one of my go-tos. And when I'm doing this, I am not pressing hard. Like, I'm not digging in. They're pretty nice. The color comes off nice, they're smooth. 53 Cobalt Turquoise, this should be a nice color. Oh, that is so nice. So pressing this way, I haven't lost a tip yet. 153. 156. Into the greens, this is dark phthalo green, 264. Emerald green, 163. Oh, this looks pretty. This is light green, 171. Leaf green, 112 for leaf green. green yellowish. Yep, that's nice. It's more of a muted green with 168. Now we'll get into our earth tones. Pompeian red. Oh, that's different. Actually, almost sort of bricky, but kind of pinky. Quite nice. Venetian red. So this is 190. And this is burnt ochre, 187. Dark Naples ochre, 84. Oh, that's nice. And this is raw umber, 160. 177, this is walnut brown. Oh, that's a nice cool dark brown. 177. So then we have warm gray, 271. Oh, that seems nice too. Warm gray, 274. And this is just black, 199. And I'm going to just pull out the black here as well to test the white. And that is 101. White over black. We are going to pull these out, starting at the top, because we want all of that color to come down, or whatever can. Oh my goodness, wow, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, so these dissolve unbelievable. Wow. Oh, wait, no, you know what? Even this one. Look. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my good. Oh. Wow, now I just have to learn how to use them. Oh, okay, so yeah, I've never had a watercolor pencil. I mean, I had some in high school art and stuff like that, but they were, wow. They did not, oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm in awe. I am in awe. It looks like I painted watercolor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love that color. Oh, this is nice too. Look at that. So now the pink, the lighter pink, probably has some white in it to make it pink. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, the pigment load on these is phenomenal. And I mean phenomenal. The ones that I did on the side, like, oh my goodness, look at the pigment. Like, I could paint a picture with that. So I would think you'd use these very sparingly. These would probably be used in my sketchbook a lot, especially like my studio's downstairs. But sometimes my joints hurt so bad it's hard to get down the stairs. So it'd be nice to have stuff like this in a little pouch that my husband could grab for me, or I could come down and grab where I didn't have to keep coming up and down the stairs. That is the ultramarine blue. This is the ultramarine light, which is very pretty. Like, okay, I'm barely brushing on the paper. Like, I'm not really working it, trying to get those lines out. They are instantly dissolving when the water is hitting them. They're like magic. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I can definitely use these when I'm having an off day by drawing with them and shading some stuff in. That's pretty. Quite light, not the same pigment load as the other ones. Oh, look, they're active. I'm gonna blot that back though because we won't remember what color that is. Carried away. Okay, now that's closer I can see. So the greens, this green anyway, seems to be taking a little longer to dissolve the lines. And in fact, I think I can see some of the lines in some of the blues and reds. But I mean, I barely went over them. I'm sure I could get them out. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm barely touching these. I'm just basically moving the water around on top. Like, So obviously that kind of keeps it even. So what if we bring water up to it and then activate it? Can we get like a gradient? Come back this way. Because the other way we're working the color down into all of it, like we're moving it around even. Just gonna try to see if I can get a gradient. Okay, rinse my brush, dab it, come back in here with the water. Make sure you go all the way up so you don't get a little bit. I mean, it's gonna take some practice, right? I'm open for any tips, guys. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's ton of pigment. I can't believe how bright these are. I hope there's not a huge drying shift. I mean, I know there's going to be a drying shift, but I hope it's not huge. That means we won't have to add as many layers to get the bright color back. Oh, that's nice. This warm light gray, very nice. That'll be very useful. This is another warm gray. I'm sure this can be made to be a cool gray. Wow, my first impression of these are unbelievable. Did I say that? Did I say unbelievable? Oh my goodness, they're just absolutely beautiful. Look at the colors. Like, oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to dry these right now with a hairdryer, and then we can compare the actual when they were wet and when they were dry to see how much of a shift there is. And then that way too, I can go over this with the white. And I just want to say, look at these colors. These are dry. I dried them with the hairdryer. Let's try some white right here. And let's try some white right here and off the paper. Maybe right there. Let's just make sure our brush is clean. Yep. So I'm just going to, and this kind of reconstitutes the thick paint underneath. I'm just trying to see if I can obscure this edge some with this white. Well, it definitely made it lighter. Let's see though if we can actually mix. This is the Helio Reddish, and I love this. So I'm just going to do just a light drawing. Oh yeah, so there. So here's how you can get a lighter blue, right? Or you could also just, depending on what it is you're using, I mean, you could just barely, see how I just barely, this is the same color, the Helio Blue Reddish, and I'm just going to, so you see how if you add less pigment, which is the same as adding more water, you get a nice light blue. So my preferred way to lighten something typically is water, but I just want to see what would happen. Now, if you see, I can still see that original mix there. Let's just see if we can get rid of that. Give it a little more. No, I think because I really came onto the white. So yeah. And with the thin, I can actually still see the lines. So maybe if I go back and forth this way. Yeah, okay. All right, so this was mixed with white here, so the white definitely is beneficial to have. These Faber Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils really impressed me. The pigment dissolves instantly and the colors stay bright even after they dry. I'll be doing a full review and a painting demo with them in my next video, so stay tuned if you'd like to see how they perform in a real piece. Thanks so much for watching. And Charlie says thanks too for keeping him company. See you in the next one.